fun, yet seasons in the sun. All right, hey guys, how's it going? All right. Hey, how's it going, Matt? How's it going? Might have a smaller crowd over here, but that's okay. That's okay. We're getting started in thank you for the follow, Easy Tang. Hello, how's it going, Jake? How's it going? Are you Jake from State Farm? Yo, Zenith, my homie. How's the drive going over there? Thank you so much for coming from TikTok. Thank you so much for coming and joining us, guys. This is the Masters Only tournament. We already have Fair Chess on YouTube. Dropstone's already here. I don't see Naka yet, but I'm sure he's going to be joining us pretty soon here, guys. Awesome, awesome. Hey, Natsu! How's it going? Natsu, you're Dakota, right? All right. Thank you so much for coming, guys, from TikTok. Thank you so much. Hopefully you'll enjoy the stream on here. Like I said, we got 1 minute till we get started, and then we're doing the Bullet Brawl. We're going to be playing against all these top grandmasters and players. Oh my gosh. Dakota! How's it go? Oh, dude, I got to jack myself up on so much coffee, guys. You don't understand. I'm going to be talking really fast, and most of the time you guys mention something, I'm going to be like 10 moves already ahead. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Octopus, how's it going? How's it going? Blue Devil, thanks for coming, man. I didn't think you guys left it. Thank you, thank you. Wow, you guys are way too nice to me. You guys are way too nice to me. Tell me more about me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, 35 seconds, guys. Get ready. Thank you for the cheer. Thank you for the cheer. Guys, get ready, get ready. I'm sorry, I get so hyped up when I get to play the Bullet Brawl. I look forward to Saturdays just to play in this tournament. I don't see Nakamura on here yet. Zenith, you said he was going to play. You said he was playing. Thank you so much again, Blue Devil. I'm going to be focused, man. Yeah, you're right. I should drink faster my coffee. All right, bring it on, baby. Bring it on, bring it on. All right, guys, get ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 2, 1, 0. Let's start for the 2400, 2500. All right, guys. Bullet time. Here we go. Pawn 2e4. Let's take that centaur. Knight 2f3. We're playing against a CM. Let's go ahead and play the Scotch. This is usually what I like to play. Knight takes on d4. A lot of pre-moves in this game, guys. Knight to c3. Playing mainline Scotch here. Knight takes. Bishop to d3. They typically play d5 here at castles. d5 here. Pawn takes on d5. Pawn to h3. The queen goes to f3. Bishop g4 has now been stopped. Bishop to g5. Rook b8 typically gets played, attacking the unprotected pawn. We play b3 to unprotect. Queen takes on f4 here. They're attacking their bishop. Rook to d1. Knight to a4 in the future. Rook to e1. Let's keep developing our pieces. Good move here. Rook h4 is the move that Andrew Tang plays against me all the time, and it actually really hurts me. This is a blunder. Queen to d7. Bishop takes on h6 because if pawn takes, queen takes on f6. Now we're bringing the bishop back to g5 to attack the knight. Bishop back. They were attacking us. They probably will play pawn c4 here. Let's go pawn c3. I really want to play c4. Perfect. Bishop c2. They did it for me. They did it for me. Perfect. Rook just takes here? I don't understand. Is this not just a free pawn? It is a free pawn. Rook to h4, threatening bishop h2 check, which doesn't do anything. Bishop takes on b3. Good move. Rook takes check. If the knight... Okay, so bishop takes. They just lost a piece there for no good reason. I got checkmated. I got checkmated. Dang it, dang it, dang it. All right, on to the next one, guys. Free poon. Free poon. Can you see the mug? Everybody loves it. Art the Clown. The best clown around. Here we go. A 2800, guys. Watch out. E4 Sicilian time. G6 Accelerated Dragon. Pawn takes on D4. Bishop to G7. Knight to C6. They're playing their Marazzi bind. You can't bind me, fool. D6 A5 A4 plan. The idea is to expand on the queen side over here. Bishop to D7. A4. A3. We're making the dark squares weak here. Queen to A5. Rook F to C8. Here we go. Knight to b4. Knight takes d5. Sometimes if they take the queen here, I take on e3. And I might do that today. If they take the queen, I'm going to take on e3 here and go for a fun game. Dang it, they are not allowing me to have fun. Let's play pawn takes here. And now I just take back. And actually, I think my game is okay. Yeah, so queen just takes here. And then I'm not too sure. Am I supposed to play pawn takes? I think pawn takes is best here. Bishop to e6 here. And then rook to b8. Ideas about sacrificing on b3 are definitely in the air. They blundered with this move. I'm winning the exchange. Bishop takes, pawn to f6. We have the rooks, but we have to work on time, guys. It's all about the time. Okay, they're playing there. We're going bishop b7 because they're going to try to get the bishop active. They're not going to trade off, of course. Rook over here, rook over here. Bishop to b4 will probably get played. Bishop there got played first. Rook to d7, pawn to d5, pawn... Oh, let's go pawn to d4, threatening pawn to d3. These guys are tricky, guys. These guys are tricky. Rook takes on c4. I'm going to go ahead and do this. This does lose the exchange, but the pawns were becoming menacing. And so this makes the game a little bit easier for me. All right, king up. Rook over to b7. f4 is a very good move I have to take here. Okay. Bishop to d5 here. Dang it. Now losing. Now I'm losing. I'm telling you, these guys are amazing. All right. Pawn to g5. There's not really a threat right now. Technically, this is a draw. But because of time, it definitely cannot be. Pawn f4. Pawn there. King up. Oh, I lost on time. Dang it, I lost on time. Okay. Yeah, technically that's a draw, but hey, it's bullet, so I'm not going to complain here. e4, c5, Sicilian time. g6 yet again. Let's do it. Pawn takes on d4, bishop to g7, knight to c6 here, knight to f6, castles. Dang it, how do I ban this guy? Block. Let me block this guy. He's bothering me while I'm trying to play a tournament, so I need to block him. Sorry. Remove friend, and then block. I'm trying to play bullet, and I'm getting challenges. All right, back over here. All right, d5 here. Knight takes on d5. Pawn takes, e5 here is okay. And then rook to e8, so I don't lose the bishop. And let's go a5, a4, a3. They could take on d5 here. This is actually hardcore theory. I remember seeing that, who was it? Magnus Carlsen played something like this before. Bishop to e6 here. You have to be careful. Yeah, they're threatening this kind of stuff. Bishop d6, queen to b7. There's a lot of play here. Lots and lots of play. Bishop d6 should get played. Queen b7, rook takes. Threatening b2 ideas now, so I got some compensation. Got some compensation here. Bishop h6 check is actually really menacing, but not enough. Let's go knight to b4. Knight takes a2 check, so knight takes a5 does not work here. Bishop takes c4. Knight takes on a2. These are all very good moves for me. Let's see what he's up to here. Queen takes a5 I think is actually best move. Oh, I caught up on time. Do not ask me how. Oh, this is 2300. That's why. All right, knight check. Bishop takes. Queen takes b2, queen to c3 check. Queen takes. Bishop f8. Let's just not get flagged, huh? Rook I'm just gonna flag, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna flag, I'm sorry. Here we go, e4, let's take that centaur. Ooh, we're playing against the Caro. f3, knight to f3, bishop c4. This is one of my favorite ways to play against this Caro. I've beaten many strong players with this one because white just gets a huge advantage here, usually winning a rook in a lot of these lines, if not the pawn back. So knight takes on e6 here, wins a pawn, also threatening queen h5. Knight takes g7, let's win another pawn. Queen to g4, threatening knight to e6 check. Here we go, knight check. And let's go knight to a3. The d3 check doesn't really do too much here. We just go king h1. They can grab a pawn. That's okay with me. Let's go knight to c4 here. I think this is an idea. Queen b4 for the pin. Bishop d2, kicking the queen. And now a4. Let's just keep harassing this queen. Is she trapped? Not yet. Not yet. Let's go knight to d6 here. Check, pawn takes. Knight c7. Rook to f7. Attacking the knight. Threatening knight c7 if queen b7 gets played next. Knight to c7 is a great move. Attacking the queen, attacking the rook, and checkmating ideas on d7 here. All right, so do I have a threat here? Knight to c7. I don't know if there was a threat with this move, queen. I have queen takes d7 here now. Rook just takes on f6 now. And now we play rook back to f7. Notice that the check here, rook just takes. Oh, dang it. I did miss that. The rook. The rook. Okay, rook takes. They should not have done that move. But I guess they're scared, and I guess they should be. Rook to d1. And I need to play h3 to stop back rank checkmates. Knight just takes here, I guess. They're still being pinned. Knight back. Dang it. And then rook takes. Dang it. I did not. Dang it. Ugh. Could not find the idea. You gotta be faster. Too weak, too slow. Here we go. e4, d4. How's it going? I'll score. Knight to f3. Play quite a bit. Bishop to d3. Usually I'm gonna go for attacks on this king. King to h1. a3. He's gonna go a5. And he's gonna delay castling as long as possible. Pawn takes. His rook is hanging. Okay, maybe he did this on purpose. I don't know why he would, but he did. Pawn takes. e5 here. Let's take that center. Knight d5. Pawn to f5. Look at my beautiful pawn structure. Pawn takes. I have f6 ideas. Let's go rook to a1. Not usually where I want to put the rook, but it's being attacked. Pawn takes f6. And the reason they do this is because if they don't, I play f6, and this is devastating. f6. Here we go, guys. It should be game over with a kingside attack. Queen h4. Rook e8. The idea now, knight to g5. Actually, we'll play bishop here. You see, if I've gone queen h6 there, they would have just played there. So now we go bishop g7. They might sacrifice on e5, but I'll just take. Okay, so bishop g7. They can take on d3. And I guess I'll just take back. The new threat's to play knight g5. Okay, pawn to d4. This is interesting right here. Oh, they're running out of squares for the bishop. Rook. Let's go knight to g5, threatening rook takes on f5. Perfect. Because queen takes h5, and no good way to stop checkmate on h8. There we go, guys. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do it. All right, d4, knight to f6. Maybe I should play solid. d5, c5, knight c6 here. I hate this fianchetto system. e6, bishop e7. Bishop takes on c5. Let's castle over here. Bishop back to b6. Don't pieces hanging. And d4 here, knight takes d4. Oh, dear lord, I just saw that I'm playing a 2900. All right, pawn to e5 here. Next move, pawn takes on d4. I'm going to try to get free tempos off of this queen with rook a to c8. Pawn takes, queen takes. Queen takes here because e5 would have lost a piece. Queen to b6 here, guarding everything. Pawn takes there, but because the double pawns are bad for me. He's going to go queen h6. Let's go king g7 and see what happens here. Queen to g4 check is not an idea. Rook c8, rook to c3. Let's try and double the rooks over here and get some play going. Rook c2 is my new idea now. He stopped that. Let's go a5, a4. All right, here we go. Just trying to make something happen over here. Queen b4, queen takes a4. Maybe he knows what these guys are up to, but I do not. Bishop c4 here. I don't want to trade this bishop off if I don't have to. Rook to c7. All right. Bishop to a6. Yeah, rook there. Queen to takes on a4. I can't let the queen get in here because this is checkmating ideas. So still not an idea yet. Rook c2. Gosh, don't let the queen in. Queen e3. Queen to d6. Checkmate on f8, and I can't stop it. King h6. I'm going to get checkmated now. Queen f8 check. Ugh, game over. Good game, good game. These 2900s are tough, guys. They're tough. They're tough, guys. Here we go. Pawn to e4. Let's take the centaur. d4, c3. Pawn to f4 here. I'm getting my favorite attacking pawn structure. Pawn takes here. We'll go into a good endgame. Knight to f3. Bishop takes on f4. Knight to d2 here. I'm going to castle queenside. They might go rook e8 here right away. Castle's queenside. Bishop to d7. Nope. Bishop takes c7. Free poons when you can get them. Bishop back to g3, stopping knight to f2. Knight e3, that's okay. You could grab that bishop. Knight g5 here. If they take on a2, pawn to b3. No, that's okay. Okay. Bishop f4. Actually, we'll just take on here. King c2. If they want to take, they can take. Knight to c4, knight to d6 check is good. Let's go bishop check real quick, and then bishop back to f2. They have to block with the pawn. And the reason why we go to f2 here is to stop rook f8 check. They saw it, and they stopped it. No one likes a smart guy. Knight to g4 is next. Perfect. Oh, they just go h5 here. Let's go bishop g3. Pawn to a3. Rooks, they're just going to trade everything off and try to go for the winning on time. They're going to try to win on time here. Knight g4, perfect timing. g3, pawn takes. King over here, doesn't do anything. Pawn takes. Bishop e3, rook takes. Attacking the rook. Not really a threat. Rook over here. Rook check. I'm trying to get active here. King over here. The rook's trapped. Knight takes. Knight over there. Okay, b4 threatening b5. I might be able to at least force a draw here. Pawn takes. Rook check. Knight takes. Knights are notoriously bad, but I'm probably going to get flagged. Rook here. Rook here. Rook here. Dang it, they just don't have to move the piece. And if I trade off the pawn, it would be a draw. But I couldn't get it on time. I couldn't get it on time. All right, here we go. Another streamer. How's it going? Knight to f6. c5 over here. d6. g6, we're playing an Obanoni. Not my favorite. I don't know why I hate myself so much to play this. e6, changing it to a modern Benoni. a6, b5. They play a4. Rook to e8. Knight to d7. The knight goes to c4. Queen c7. Bishop f4. Bishop to f8. To defend on d6. Now we'll go to d7, b6 and try to trade this guy off. He's just too important to the plan. Knight e3 is a good move because it stops trades. Knight to e4, looking for some trades. I have less space. a5 will probably get played. When you're lacking space, you need trades. Knight takes here is good because just trades are good for me. Notice I attack the queen. Knight here, knight back to c4, knight to e5. Perfect. Trade. Trade. Okay, more trades are good for me. Knight takes, bishop to d7, and they have to be careful with this a5 pawn. Like, for instance, if they play rook e1, the a5 pawn will fall. Rook e4. Yeah, just rook back. That didn't do anything. Waste of time for me. Bishop g7. I guess I can't take the pawn just yet. The queen is defending. Yeah, this is a thematic idea to do, to trade off all the pieces. As you can see here, it's very, very boring. Alright, check for no reason at all. Okay, bishop to e8. I could take the pawn on a5 sometime. Yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to play here, but he doesn't either. He's just trying to trade so he can try to win on time. Queen takes a5, I can finally play. Queen back. Bishop d7. Queen c8. Oh god, I'm about to get checkmated now. Bishop there. King, oh, I'm getting checkmated. Oh no! I was doing so well, so a simple idea. Here we go, e4, let's take that centaur. It's the French, and we attack the French. We're going to what's called the Monte Carlo, or the isolated pawn. Knight to f3, bishop d3, bishop takes on c4. Here, let's go ahead and castle. Queen takes, then they usually take here. Queen back to b3, attacking b7. I'll go bishop g5 real quick, and I'll mess up the king side if they let me. Okay, now we have to take the pawn. I don't want to. I hate taking free pawns. Let's go queen to a4. Just jumping out the way. Knight to e4 is going to be a good move next. Bishop back to e3. All right, what's going on over here? Rook to e1. A women's candidate master. Rook a to b1. Just trading off, I guess. I don't know. I don't really like that move. But I'm just stuck in the middle with you. All right, bishop to f4. Yeah, I guess I'll just take. I don't really know what their threat was. I guess they'll play knight takes here. Okay, knight takes on f4. Good move. Knight to e5. A little bit of pressure on f7. Make sure they don't get checkmated on g2. So they'll play queen b7 here, and I'll play queen c6 or something. And you're proud that you're a well-made man. I'm trying to kick this knight away. Check. King h2. Queen to d7 for a double attack on d7 and on f7. So if knight f6, queen takes check, and then rook to g4. Queen, e8 check. And then I'll take on f7 here, at least winning a pawn. All right, rook to e3. Rook to d3. Get the rook behind the pawn, and let's push it. All right, knight d8. I'm failing to find moves here, but I'm also losing on time. And they try to flag me now. Oh, it hurts so much. It hurts so much. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Knight f3, knight to f6, g6, bishop g7. Let's castle. c5, pawn takes d5. Pawn takes on c4. Oh, a6. If we can play b5, okay, that would be nice to hold on to that extra pawn. Knight to c6, knight to e5. Bishop takes over here, pawn to e6. This is isolated pawn, so all we're going to do is try to make trades and try to control in front of it. Here we go, rook to c8. And not a bad move. Let's go queen to e7 here. Does this make sense? And then queen to a7. Oof. Knight takes e3 will be in the future. If they stop that idea. Let's go rook to e8, just in case they're looking at these kind of ideas. Okay, bishop takes d4. They dropped a pawn here. Bishop takes... Bishop g7 here. Dang it. Okay, drop the exchange. Let's go bishop b7 here. Hopefully they just take on c8. Oh, but this loses. Oh, this loses. 2,900. Good game, good game. Dang it. Come on, guys. Come on. Here we go. We got a GM, Humphrey. Oh, is this Humphrey? Wow, I can't believe I get to play. This is her, right? This is her. All right, let's take on d4, knight to c3, Sicilian time over here, knight b3, bishop to d3. Here we're just castle. If they want to grab a free pawn, they're more than welcome to. I love gambling this pawn. For me, it's not really a gamble. The dark square weaknesses make everything quite well. Queen to e1, bishop to d2, queen to g3. Let's go ahead and play king h1 and get ready for our kingside attack. Queen g3. Rook to e1 to prepare e5 is what's next. e5 is next, guys. h7 will become weak, so she stops it. Let's go queen h4. This is a tricky idea. Nope, it's not tricky at all. Pawn takes, rook takes, so rook knight to g6 should get played. She does it. Let's go queen g5. Rook takes on f6 is still the idea. And the reason is if queen takes check, don't I just win with bishop h6 here? And then I don't see a way to stop checkmate on g7. Wow. Clip it. Clip it. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. I'm very happy with that game. Very happy. It's worth all the other 30 losses. Oh my gosh. Here we go. It's Dizzle. Dizzy to the busy. All right. g6, bishop g7, pawn to e5, knight to e7, c6, d5. We typically don't play like this, but they typically try and close the position. And I know it's boring to me. Knight takes d5, knight d7, knight b6. And here, let's play bishop to f5. They're going to play solid, and I'm going to play for fun. Rook to d8, knight back to c8, knight to d6, and a6 here in the future. Pawn to e4. But he thinks he'll blow his mind. Knight to c5 is a bad move for me. Queen to g4, because they're just going to be able to trade off all the pieces now. Dang it. Alright, so we got to try and flag him now. Knight takes, rook d7, rook back to d8. And they can even play f3 here. My bishop's trapped. Knight to d6 here, perfect. Alright, it's flagging time, guys. If we can do it. Rook over to b8. Alright, rook to c8. Okay, rook to d8, I guess. Let's play bishop e4 next, and hopefully just trade this off. Rook takes d6 is winning here too. Okay, rook over to d8. Ugh, well, we got some chances now. Don't ask me how. Rook takes d4, rook takes d4. Bishop f6 guarding on d8. Takes, of course. Double the rooks. I don't know how we're doing it, guys, but we are winning this. Alright, rook takes, rook takes. And then we're going to bring the bishop to b6 here. Rook over to b6, take on f2 check. Rook over here. Rook a5. Check, takes. Check again. Pawn takes. Finally, we're on the winning end of this check. King g6. Rook takes f3. Game over. We turn the loss into a win. There we go. All right, let's take on Chile. g6, bishop g7. Let's castle. c5. I like to play the fianchetto systems. Let's see what happens here next. d5 here. Knight takes h5 here. Do not let them get to the kingside attack. I'd like to go knight c7 here. Perfect. They were threatening on d5 anyways. Knight e6. Bishop takes is good. Let's go knight to d4. e3 is a move. It just makes this weak. And the d6 pawn is weak. Dang it. Let's go bishop g4 here. If I try to play b6, I lose a piece. All right. Let's go bishop f5. And then we can play b6 now. Knight to e4. Rook to c8. Knight takes d4. Let's go knight takes b3. Quick tempo. Bishop e6. A tempo on the queen. Oh, gosh. I missed that was hanging. I missed that was hanging. King there. Rook here. Doesn't do anything. Ugh. Oh, good. They didn't take the free piece. Knight to d4. That's insane. Queen takes d4 check. Okay. Knight check. We'll take on c3. We'll take on d3. Rook takes f3 is interesting. Oh gosh. Let's just take on c3. Okay. Rook to e8. Just defending everything. All right. Rook f6. Rook to d6. Rook back to d7, d8. Queen takes c3. Queen takes on e5. King to g8. Rook check. Queen e1. Checkmating ideas. Oh, I'm getting flagged. Rook takes on f1. Rook f8. King over. Dang it, dang it. Too fast, too fast. Too weak, too slow. Too weak, too slow. Oh, it's Lily. How's it going, Lily? e4, c5, Sicilian time. Usually we play a Najdorf. Let's see if today's any different. Knight c3, bishop g5, bishop c4, Fischer-Sozin variation. Queen to e2, castles, I'm assuming. Oh, bishop back to b3 real quick. Let's go ahead and castle, take on d4. Let's go h4 and try to open up this kingside as soon as possible. Knight takes on c6 is typically a rule here to do. a3 stops b4 idea. Pawn to f3, stopping them from winning a pawn. King to b1, just a good thing to do. Bishop back, this is actually a weakness she makes a lot. Now I have g4, g5, which will open up the king. So d5 is too weak now, you see? g5, g6, if they take, f7 becomes weak. f4, f5. Queen takes on h5 check here. The king is in real trouble now. Rook to g1. They're threatening knight takes a3, but even after the pawn win, this bishop is still a great piece. e5, dang it. This bishop's a good piece. This bishop's a good piece. Let's go knight to e2. I hate this move. I hate this move. Bishop takes here, winning a pawn. Yes. Checkmate there. Queen takes on c2 check. King a1. Is this okay? Queen checkmates on h7. And so king here. Rook. Oh, God, I got checkmated. Oh, I wanted it too bad. I wanted it too bad. I should have. I think I was supposed to play bishop takes b3 there. That stupid bishop on f6. Dang it. All right. Bring it on, Oscar. Here we go. Pawn to e4. d6, d4, knight to c3, pawn to f4, queen takes on d4, knight to f3. Again, just like last time, I'm going to get a very strong center and hopefully turn that into a winning kingside advantage. King h1, queen to e1, knight takes d4, knight to f5 idea and plan. Actually, let's go e5 here. Open this guy up. He could take on d3. That's okay with me. If he goes knight to d5, again, we're going to go ahead and take bishop to d2 here. Pawn takes here. Bishop e6 he'll play. Nope. Bishop c3, bishop takes. This he's usually going to be looking for trades against me. h4, h5, h6. He might play h6 right away. Oh, he plays there. Interesting. Let's go rook f4 and double the rooks. Oh, rook f6 even better now. Rook over here. He's scared. He's scared. He's defending when he doesn't need to. Rook f2. King h2. Rook takes e6 ideas are now in the air. Queen to g5. Rook takes f7 ideas. He's looking for trades here still. A3. Rook takes. Let's go queen to f6 here. He'll try to offer another trade with queen to d8. Queen f4. Bishop c3. Bishop b4. I'm going to try to reroute my queen. Oh, bishop d2. h6 idea. Bishop b4. Okay. Queen takes d4. Bishop takes, obviously. Now he doesn't want to trade, of course, since he's down the exchange. Rook to f3. Oh, gosh. Queen e3. Rook f4. d4. Rook takes. Queen f4. Rook to d8. Just don't get checkmate on g2 cheaply. Yep. Only way that he could try to play for a win there. He had to go for the cheapo. He had to go for the cheapo. I respect it. I understand it. Knight f6. g6. Bishop g... Oh! Pawn to h5. Bishop g7 here. d5 stopping e4. This gives a huge advantage for them. c5. Remember, against d4, we need to play c5. Bishop g5. e5 is another idea. Rook c8. They might play e4 now, although I could take on d4 and make some weaknesses. Queen b6. Queen to b3. Nope. e6 here. I'll trade this bishop off. There's some weaknesses on the queen side, so that makes me happy, because I have something to do now instead of twiddle my thumbs. Queen takes on c5. Queen back to b6, a5, b5, bring on the pawns. Bishop takes, now knight to e5. c4 is under control. They'll probably play the knight to f3 here. Oh, bishop takes first. And interesting move. Pawn takes, bishop back, knight to c4. Interesting. e5 is the new idea. Let's go queen c7 here real quick. Protecting on f7. e5. f6 is in the future, I think. Queen e7. I'll allow them to take on a7 if they want. Nope. a6. The knight's trapped, but not for long. Queen to d7, attacking on a4. Let's go f6 real quick. Oh, gosh. Queen f7. King h7. Getting low on time here. Rook to d8. Everything's defended, though. a5. Okay, rook over. I'm just losing on time here, guys. Rook c8. They have knight c5 there. Rook takes c5. Queen takes c5. Yeah, the game's pretty much over here. Ugh. Just lost on time. Just lost on time. Good game. Good game. Good game, Desi. Oh, gosh. Darn it. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Let's try this again. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Still got 2 hours here, guys. Well, I'm sorry. 90 minutes left. Uh-oh. Women's Candidate Master. How's it going? Okay, knight to f6, d5. Looks like they might be playing a King's Indian attack over here. Or never mind, knight f3. I don't know what they're playing here. This doesn't look like a theory at all. Is this Mongolia? Awesome. Watch out for the conquerors. There's another guy from Mongolia that's just super fast. He beats me like every game. Sometimes I get good positions, but a lot of times he's just crushing me. This is interesting. Knight to f4. Knight takes on e2, bishop to g4, threatening f5 ideas. Let's go f5. e4 is interesting. Let's go bishop d6. h3, pins and wins. The next idea is to play like queen f6 and get the rook over to e8. They're going to play c5 here, bishop back to c7. c4 is now bad. Knight c4, rook to e8. e4 is winning now. Okay, so let's do it. e4. Take that centaur. Pawn takes. They could take on d4 here, but they're going to have to be careful. Rook to d8. Is this an idea? Pins and wins. Rook takes on d2. Interesting. I guess bishop takes and rook takes. More pressure on the pieces. All right, so I guess we just take on d4 now. Bishop to f7. Attacking the queen. No threats there. Okay. Let's go bishop to... Ah! Knight to f3. Don't flag. Oh, I lost my queen. Get out of here. Bishop G6 here, rook F7. Knight to D2. Bishop takes. Knight F3, Knight G5. Okay, H6. Knight takes, rook E8. H5. H4. Rook E5. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's how I win, guys. It's a terrible way to play. All right, here we go. E4, let's take the centaur. It's the French. Pawn takes on D5, C4. Knight C3, it's Monte Carlo. Let's try to attack this king. Knight to F3. Bishop takes on C4, let's castle. Bishop back to B3, rook to E1, knight to E5, queen to F3, pawn takes on C3. Black's gonna be looking for trades here. All right, bishop G5 here. Rook C1 or D1's next, most likely. Bishop takes E6 is a nice intermezzoa because we're trying to take on F7. Pawn takes here. They have a weakness now. Bishop to D2. Rook over to F8. Queen to G3. Let's go rook to E4. And we'll take on E5. Double the rooks. Knight to F5. I guess queen to D3 is an idea. Knight G4 or C4 right away. Let's go knight to G4 here. Threatening to take on F6. C4 ideas here too. C4, queen to D6. Let's go bishop B4 now. Is this an idea? Okay. Knight takes on F6, check. D5 here, the rook's hanging. Pawn takes. Rio liso. Okay. Bishop C3 attacking the rook. Okay. Rook E5. Bishop B2. Bishop G4 here. Rook E7. Dang it, I did miscalculate that. And I'm losing on time. Dang it. I thought I had something more here. Ugh. Okay. Let's keep it going. Uh-oh, my arch nemesis. D4, knight to F6. This guy's always outplaying me. I think his weakness is endgame, but his opening theory is just as good as mine. Knight to D7. This is a gambit line I like to play. Let's go knight to H5 here, attacking the bishop. Knight to B6. Rook takes. Now we're trying to take on D5 ideas. Let's go rook to E8. Probably knight there. Yeah. Let's go knight back. Knight takes D5 is a new idea. So knight there. Dang it. Knight C4, knight E5, I guess. And then C4, B5 ideas. Okay, C4, knight E5 with bishop F4. All right, knight to D3, attacking on B2. Okay, let's go A6, B5. B5, B4. Perfect. Knight to E5 takes. These knights are jumping in here perfectly. Knight to E5. They'll move this guy. Queen to B6. F2 is now a weakness. Knight takes on D3. Got a good positional little advantage right here. Let's go rook E7. Double the rooks. F4 maybe? Rook F8, F5 is the new idea. F5, perfect. The knight is just a king here, guys. Pawn takes. Knight F2 check wins. Right? It's just a pin and a win. Queen takes F2. I think this endgame's decent enough for us. Queen F4. Rook to E8 to D7. Okay, rook here. Queen there. Oh gosh. Alright. A5, B4. Let's kick this guy so we can play rook takes on D5 next. Awesome. Awesome. Rook to D3. I missed checkmate. Ugh, I missed checkmate. Checkmate now. Alright, don't miss checkmate twice. Dude, he's 2,700 at this point. That's insane. He's doing really well, too. Wow, that's insane. Alright. Here we go. E4. Let's take that centaur. We got the Owens. Bishop to D3. Queen to E2 is coming up next. Pawn to C3. We're going to make a very solid center here. F4. Knight to F3. E5 is coming. Knight to d2 first, then we'll go pawn to e5. They stopped it. Let's take on e5 first. Go knight to c4. We want them to take on here, so now we can play e5. Yeah, knight to e5 now. Oh, they didn't do it. Knight takes f7 here, screaming to me. Knight check, knight to e6 maybe. Bishop c4 check is interesting. Let's try it out. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah, pawn, and then pawn to d6 is the new idea. They stopped it. Queen to e2. Let's castle now. Queen takes d4 check. They could do there. Bishop to e3. I'm just down a piece, right? Yes. Let's go rook over to e1. h6 is coming next. Knight to f3 or knight h3. I gotta stop g4 and f4. And singing and moving to the grooving, and just when it hit me. Knight bishop takes h2 is a very nice move that was missed. Let's go queen to d3 check. The only way we can win this is by flagging our opponent now, unfortunately. They're lower rated. Pawn takes. This is good because, oh, okay, king to g2, pawn takes. Pawn to f5. Rook over here, we'll take on c7. Rook to c5 to defend. Rook over here, oh, d5 here, check. King g1, h4. Pawn takes. Oh, they got the draw! Oh my gosh. Hey, how's it going, man? Oh, how's it going? Here we go. A perk. Here we go. Knight to c3. f4 here. I like to do it. It's the Austrian attack. Let's build a very strong center and try to build it. Knight to f3. Knight takes c3 is what I love. They're not being... they're not cooperating here. Let's go pawn c3. Bishop g4 should probably get played next. Oh, pawn takes first. Then bishop to e3. And bishop g4 now. Let's castle. Oh, interesting. They played there first. Let's go queen to d2. Now bishop g4 they play. Bishop to d3. And then h3 to stop the idea of bishop g4 so I can defend against this guy. Pawn takes. Queen to f2. Ugh, but this is also a problem here. Because I can't castle. So I have to just play queen e2 here. Because they'll just sit around and do nothing. Alright, let's go bishop to f4. Pawn takes there. King to e3. Pawn takes. King to e4. Yep, good move. King to e4. Rook check, rook check. Let's go rook over here. Bishop takes. Check, king there. Check. Oh, they didn't do the check. Rook c7 here. Double the rooks. Timing is almost the same here, so not so bad. Okay, rook c3. Obviously, I'm not looking for trades because trades will be bad for me. Takes. Come on, come on, come on. I've already played 2 moves there, and they're making me waste time. All right, rook c3, king back. Dang it, I need to keep going back to this other square, e2. All right, king e2. Rook b3. a4. Rook b5. King up, king back. All right, b3, guarding everything. Rook takes b6. Rook check. Pawn takes, king up. Okay, rook check, rook check. And then rook takes. Rook over here. You gotta push the pawns here. King there, rook there. Ah, I got checkmated. Ah, dang it, dang it, dang it. Dang it. You know that oh, Naka is here. Ooh, hopefully we get to play Naka later on, guys. That would be fun. Breaking my heart. I couldn't if you tried. All right, Sicilian time. Here we go. Knight takes on d4. Knight to c3. Bishop g5 here. Main line for the open Knightsdorf. Bishop to c4. Queen over to e2. Bishop back to b3. a3 will get played. And this stops the pawn to b4. Let's go ahead and castle. h4 over here. I'm not too sure why they played queen c8. Maybe they meant to play something else. I don't know. Knight c6 is a good move for them now. So let's play bishop e3 now. f3, I want to play g4. I have to defend the e4 pawn from knight takes bishop takes ideas. King over to b1. When they play knight c4, I like to gambit that pawn. Oh gosh, g4, g5. I'm going for it, guys. Here we go. g5, pawn takes on f3, and then queen to f1. Knight to back, bishop back, and then it gives them time to... Okay, perfect. Take on h6. This is not really a threat. h5 over here. Pawn takes g6. Pawn takes. Bishop b2. Really nice ideas here. This bishop's beautiful. Almost checkmating on some of these lines. Queen e1. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get past these guys. Gotta figure out how to get past them. Alright, rook to f1. Rook takes f2 is not bad at all. Check, king over. These bishops are beautiful. Alright, queen to f6. Threatening the knight. Queen g5. Queen check. Queen to f6. Queen check. Okay, knight takes on e6, double attack on the queen. Knight g5 check is my next move. Alright, bishop takes, queen takes. Check. Bishop takes. I'm gonna get flagged. Dang it! Dang it! Ugh. Too weak, too slow. Figuring out decent moves, but man, just not fast enough. Here we go. e4, c5 Sicilian time. g6, pawn takes. Bishop g7. Knight c6, we're dealing with another Marathi bind. Pawn takes on c6, d6. Knight f6, let's go ahead and castle. a5, a4 ideas. e6, d5 is in the future. Let's do it. d5, let's try to open up this position. Knight back to d7. Bishop to a6. Queen to c8, jumping out the way. We could take on d3 in some of these lines. f6 needs to get played or else they're just going to crush through. So knight takes on f6 now. Knight h5, threatening the bishop and also g3 check. Bishop to d4, bishop f2 should get played. This is not good. Pawn, it loses the exchange at least. Let's go check here. Pawn c5. And then I'll take here next. Hope is that they'll go to d4. Alright, takes on f1. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Alright, rook to f5. Okay. Queen f8. Okay, rook e8. Queen f6. Okay. Queen d4 check. Rook over to b5. d3. Let's try to get the rooks into the game. Conversion's not so simple here for me. Okay. King up. King over. Alright, rook takes. Okay, h6, g5 idea. g4. Rook check. Rook g5. King over. Check. Rook b5. Rook over. Pawn takes, check. Rook e3. Takes. Rook over here. I can get at least a draw here, I think. Rook there. Ah! That stupid king move. Ugh. I can't believe that move was there. c5, here we go. C takes, knight c6, g6, pawn, free pawn over here. Knight to f6, g6, bishop g7. Let's go ahead and castle. Yeah, we'll just play d6 here. If we take, it makes things a little bit weak over here. So, I guess we'll play bishop e6 here. Bishop takes d5 idea. Now knight b8, knight to d7. This is a little bit more solid for what's going to happen here. A little bit annoying in these kind of variations. a6, rook to e8, just over protecting everything. Knight to b6, they're going to take on d5, so we might take here. Okay, let's go rook c8, they're going to take on c4. Just looking to keep making weaknesses around here. So knight takes, pawn to b5. Now again, d5 pawn will become weak. Queen takes c8, rook to c4. Knight takes d5. Let's go queen to d7 here. H5 here, just overprotecting everything. Just doing a very nice bind here from the opponent. Let's go rook b8, queen f5. Awesome. d5 is weak. Let's see, any ideas around here? Just queen takes d5, I guess. All right, pawn b4. Let's keep pushing pawns, I guess. Queen e6. Bishop takes b3. Rook takes b3. Rook check on here. Rook g4. Rook takes h4. Queen f6. Double the rooks. Okay. h4. Queen d4 check. I should have played. Rook takes. Of course. Of course. Of course. Tactic at the end, I miss. All right, let's keep it going, guys. e4. e5, knight to f3, knight to c3, knight takes on e5. Why not? We're already losing games. You might as well have fun and play the Halloween Gambit. Queen to f3, pawn takes on d6, threatening on f7. Let's go ahead and castle. Bishop takes on d6, rook over, pawn to d5. Pawn takes. Let's take any free pawns we can get. We didn't get any compensation in this opening. Bishop to b3, bishop b7. Queen to a4. Queen, they'll probably play knight to d5 here. And then we'll go rook to d1 here for a pin that just loses. Rook takes. Rook takes in check. Bishop takes. Bishop to e3, threatening the pawn, and we will take that. Okay, c3. If we take this pawn, we'll have 3 passed pawns here, which is good. Bishop b3. Rook over... Oh, let's go h3, stopping knight to g4 here. Okay, rook to b1. Bishop here will be played most likely. Bishop c2. Okay. Let's go a4, threatening b4, I guess. Okay. Ah, dang it. Bishop there. Come on, give me something. Give me something here. Bishop e3. Bishop takes d3. Bishop takes. Okay. Bishop c2. Bishop b6 idea. Just a draw now. Nothing's right, I'm torn. King g3. Okay, h4. Just not lose on time here, guys. Pawn takes. f3. Bishop checks. Bishop c3. Okay, bishop c2. Trying to get closer, but kind of hard. Bishop e4. Terrible move here. Okay, bishop d3. Check. King over. Yeah. Terrible game, terrible game. All right, here we go. D4, c5. Let's take g6, bishop g7. Let's get ready to play knight c6. It's kind of transposing now into a Sicilian. d6. Bishop d4 is interesting, but not very good. Pawn can take here. And we can go queen to a5 here, attacking the bishop. Okay. Bishop a6, I kind of like here. We'll just castle. Okay, bishop g4, threatening bishop takes on f3. Perfect. Queen takes on e5 check. Perfect. We'll play rook to b8, threatening to take on b2 now. Perfect. Free pawns. Don't threaten me with a good time. Rook takes c2 idea. Okay. What do I play here? Oh gosh, what do I play here? Dang it, dang it, dang it. Come on, think. E6. Oh, I should have just played rook takes c2. Yes. Knight g4, threatening knight e3. Double attacking with the queen. Alright, queen check. Hope is that they go king g2. They did not. Dang it. Queen e5, queen... I'm just playing so slow today, guys. Not fast at all. Queen over here. Yeah, and they're playing extra lame. Funny enough. H5. Pawn takes. I just lost myself, dude. They didn't even do anything. I just lost myself. Queen check. Mate. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I pulled off that checkmate. Oh my gosh. E4, C5, Sicilian time. Here we go. G6 here, pawn takes. Bishop G7. That'll make you tilt right there, guys. That'll make you tilt. Knight to H6. Let's castle. This is a system I like to play. All right. F6. Pawn takes. Knight to F7. Bishop E6. Rook E8. Knight to D6. Threatening knight to E4. Let's do it. Knight to E4. If they take, they lose a pawn on D4. So we're making some pressure. Queen to D7 here. Pawn takes again. And I guess knight just takes on D4, wins a free pawn. And then knight back to C6. D4 would win a piece now if the queen went back to B3. There. I guess I'm playing A6. Okay. So knight just takes here D4. And we win this knight over here. Dang it. Miscalculations. Bishop takes, queen takes, and check. I don't know if there was a way to win a piece there then. I don't know. H6. Check there. A6. It's a knight trapped. Guess so. Knight to E5. Let's go rook E5 here, I guess. Queen takes G7 here. Rook to G5. Queen D7. Queen takes king there. Oh gosh. Rook H5. They have to sacrifice here or what? Oh my gosh, dude. Wow. I'm not happy. That was so mean. That was so mean. But I don't want to lose. Sorry. That was mean, but I don't want to lose. Pawn takes. This is my favorite pawn structure right here. Bishop D3. Pawn to H3, stopping bishop G4. Pawn takes. Now when they play here, C3 just gets played. Everything's guarded. Everything looks good. Let's go queen to E1 right now. Queen to H4. Threatening bishop H6. The thematic attack is bishop H6. And then takes. Knight just takes here. Pawn takes. Queen takes on E7 here. And then we'll threaten bishop H6, queen H6 there. Queen F6. The threat's bishop H6 now for checkmate. I was trouble. You know that I'm no fool. Okay. Bishop takes G5. Queen back. Good move. Rook over. Good move again. Dang it. Rook over. Rook takes, then rook to D1. Back rank check idea. Alright. Rook over here. Rook over here. Rook. This is the idea. Check. Rook G3. King H2, just don't take, it's still a pin. Queen takes F5, now winning another piece. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, guys. Whew. This is where we start hitting the wall, we start getting tired. Oh, it's Humphrey again. E4. There we go, knight to F3, Sicilian time. Just like last time. Knight C3. Knight B3. Bishop D3. They could take the pawn again. She took it last time. Funny enough, it's not about winning a pawn to her, I guess. There's some kind of system that she likes here. Let's go F4, E5 idea. She might play D5 right away. Queen E1. Bishop D2. Okay, Queen G3. Oh, I just missed a free pawn. Ugh. 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 Pawn takes. Knight takes. How disgusting. Let's see if she plays at C3 first. D4 check, king over. Pawn to E5 now? F5 I'd play, so that wouldn't be good for her. Interesting. Knight G5, H6, knight to F3. She's just taking on my pawns here. Oh, cool. Rook E1, pawn E5, queen H4. And now I could go knight E5. F5, F6 ideas, which is the only thing I have right now. Knight G6. Okay. I don't know. Rook F4, queen E3. Okay. H3. Okay. Rook takes E4. Guess you take on the other one. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to flag her. Takes queen B8. Check. Knight F4. Knight E6. Sorry, Humphrey. Sorry. All right, D4, knight to F6. Knight to E4, attacking the bishop. D5, pawn F3. Oh, no, they don't do that. G6. All right, now back. Takes. Oh, bishop G7. Not castles. I don't care if they do whatever this thing is called they're doing. Let's go C5 here. Hit that center. Knight C6 will take on D4. And then play E5 and open up the game. King in the center, guys. Let's do it. Knight to D6. Taking here. H takes, I think, is okay. Knight C4. Rook check is in the future. Knight takes here is good. Dang it, I don't want to trade queens here, but I'm going to have to now. Alright. Bishop over here. Rook over here. Okay. Alright, rook check. Is this checkmate? Wow. A little too aggressive there, I guess. E4, C5, Sicilian time, G6. Bishop G7. Pawn takes on D4, D5. Knight C6. Bishop D7. We don't. It's not great to take with the bishop or the pawn here. We'd rather take back with the rook in any of these lines. E6 here, Bishop G5. Let's play Knight to E7. Let's castle and play F6 whenever we get the opportunity. F6, perfect timing. Bishop takes F6. Pawn takes here. Perfect. Rook takes F3 is what I'd like to play. Dang it. I don't think I can help it, guys. Sorry. Knight takes on E5. It's an exchange sacrifice, but you get some play for it. Rook takes C3. I'm already... It didn't work. Rook takes C3. Knight to F5. I missed that the queen takes on E6 check. Okay. Knight C6 here, guarding. Wanted to let him know that he was more than a friend. Okay, let's go H5 here. Knight back. King takes G7. Bishop just takes. Maybe that wasn't the best. That he loved me too, and then he kissed me. Knight E5, and he'll probably play queen. Oh yeah, he'll just take there. Queen E2. Queen C7 check is the idea. And I don't. Can I stop that? I don't think I can. I'm too low on time here too. Good game, Steve. Good game. Good game, Steve. All right, on to the next one. It's Vlad. Vlad the Bad. Here we go. E4. It's Alekine. D4. Pawn takes over here. C4 over here. H3. Knight to F3. Bishop E2. Knight C3. Castles. And B3 here. Maintain your center. Do not take. And Bishop E3 here. Let's go Rook to C1. And then we play what? Knight to D5 here. Knight B5. Let's go Knight B5 here. Mix it up a little bit. C6. Oh, A6, okay. Knight to A3. Keeps defending. D5 here. Knight to D4. Still defending this guy. Rook E1. Slowly pushing him. Queen B3 defending. Bishop to f1. Knight c5. Queen to c3, I guess. Knight to a4. Queen back to b3. I guess queen back to d1. Yeah, queen back to b3. Knight c2. I'm not sure if they have a plan here, but to be honest, I don't think I got one. Queen to d1. My hope is to go knight to d3 in the future. Perfect. Queen takes d3. Threatening pawn to c5, which forks the knight. We're just playing chess here. He's just repeating. Alright. Queen back, I assume. Okay, queen b3. Okay, bishop just takes. Rook just takes. Pawn c5. Queen takes. Bishop takes. Okay, g3. Bishop c3. Bishop d4. King g2. Oh, bishop there. He is definitely faster than me. Dang it! I definitely could have won that one. Definitely could have won that one. Alright, my nemesis. Here we go. e4, c5, Sicilian time. Knight takes on d4. Knight c3. We're playing in this one. He typically plays this h5, this idea over here. Let's go bishop to g5, I think. Queen to d2. What a way to make a living. Bishop takes. Knight to d5. And then we'll just play pawn to c3 here. Knight c4. Queen over to c2. It's enough to make you crazy if you let it. Pawn to 5. Got you where they want you. They're the better mind. And you think about it, don't you? There's a piece of me. Knight c6 here. Work over to e1. Your mind. Putting money in his pocket. 9 to 5. Alright, bishop here. Threatening to take on g6, I guess. Actually, let's go queen e2 here. Pawn takes. Bishop d5. We'll take the knight if they give it to us. Bishop takes. Rook takes d6. Queen takes c4. Double the rooks. Queen takes here, defending everything. b3 is coming up next. Perfect. Queen takes on f2. c7 wins. Rook to d8 check, and they're going to win the rook, and I can defend against the king here too. Wow. This worked out nicely. Rook takes. Okay, rook to d2. Rook c1. Guarding over here. Rook c2. Rook here. Let's make a new queen. Rook takes. Rook takes. Checkmate. Oh, man. Yeah, the bishop's blocked right there. It's Mike the Sailor Man. Here we go. d4, d5. Knight c6. Up, a6 here. Don't fall for the Jabava London. Bishop to d6 is coming up next. Queen takes d6. This is such a solid line for him, man. Bishop takes on c5. Let's castle. Get ready to play e5. Oops. Bishop d6 real quick. And then rook to d8. And we'll play pawn takes here. You don't need to do this, but I'll do it anyways. Okay. Let's go bishop d7 here. Knight to e5. Knight c5. b6 here. Let's see if they take on a6. Nope, they don't take. Queen takes on d7. Pawn to b5, so we can bring our knight to c4, and it'll be a great knight. Here we go. Knight to c4. Take back with the d pawn. Now we have a passed pawn. Rook over here. Trades are not bad for us, especially if it gets a passed pawn moving forward here, huh? Queen to d5. c3 is probably my next move. Perfect. If they take on b5 here, I have knight takes e3, enters a moa, or just pawn takes. Rook takes. Pawn up. Let's see. Pawn takes, rook takes, pawn up, rook back. Yeah. So knight takes on e3 here real quick. Pawn takes. And this is a decent endgame here. Rook over here. I spent a little too much time on that though, didn't I? Okay, king over, king over, king over. Rook over here. King takes. Rook there. Rook takes in check. We got a good rook and pawn endgame now. Okay, king here. King here. I want to stay in front of the pawn if I can. Okay, king a6. King b7. Looks like he's going for a draw. Rook check. Rook check. Sorry, Mike. You made me do this to you, Mike. You made me do this to you. You're playing for a draw. I played for the win, so I had to play cheap. Here we go, f4, knight to f3. It's Oscar again, guys. Bishop d3. Man, I got 3 whites against Oscar. He's not going to be happy. King h1. I think I've won each time, too. a3. Last time he played a little too fast there. Knight c5. Queen to g3. He'll take here. He loves that bishop. Don't ask me why. Bishop e3. Knight to f5. I definitely like this because I'm threatening checkmate and this queen. Bishop takes b6. Pawn takes. Knight h5 or something he'll play. Nope. Rook to e1. And let's go rook e5 here. And let's go double the rooks. Pawn takes here. You know I like this position, guys. f6, e6 ideas. f6 is perfect here for checkmate. Notice that queen h6 is really strong here. Queen h6. Now the new threat is... Alright, pawn takes. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Rook e3. Okay. h3. b5 next, so I can play knight takes d5. And then knight to e7 here. And then queen h5 back, so I don't lose my queen. I'm sorry, yeah. Oh, I guess I just take here. d5, get ready to push d5. Awesome. Pawn takes on f7 here, wins. Bam! All right, clean conversion. Clean, clean, clean. They call me Mr. Clean. Here we go. What's up, Derek? Here we go. Pawn to e4, d4. Let's take that centaur. Pawn to f4. We're not going into an easy endgame here. Queen to f2. We dropped a pawn there. That's just my bad. Knight to c3. Bishop to d2. Let's castle. h3 maybe they'll play. g4, g5. We got to go for the attack. Yeah, let's just play g4. If we do that, then they go the other move. So g5, f5, f6, d4, f6. Perfect. Now we go g3. Queen h4, pawn takes is an idea. Rook e8, rook e1. Okay. Rook takes, rook over here. Knight e5, knight g4 ideas. Knight h6 check, winning the queen. And bishop f4 is a move I'd like to play, so check. Oh, queen takes, queen back. Bishop f4. What do I play here? Dang it. Bishop there. Oh, they're trying to get the knight there. Not a bad square at all. Needless to say. Knight e2. Knight to f4. Check there. King over. I'm going to try to open up this h file. Queen to d2. Ugh. Lame. Oh, they're just running on time. h5. Knight to f4. And let's go bishop back to c3. Yeah, good game. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I messed up the opening so bad. Well, yeah, whatever. I got good attacking chances, so I can't make any complaints. So, needless to say... Oscar again. Here we go. Knight f6, e6, c5. Let's do it. Pawn takes. We got ourselves a modern Benoni. Bishop g7. Let's castle. Rook over to e8. a6 over here. b5. Knight to d7. Queen c7. Knight h5. Bishop h6. Guarding this f4 square here. Knight to f4. Knight to e5. Perfect. Rook takes. If g3, we have knight takes on h3 check. Rook back. Bishop g7 next. Pawn just takes. Pawn just bishop g7 here first. Queen c6. Just away. Bishop takes g4. Interesting. Oh, bishop takes. Maybe they'll blunder there. Let's go bishop d4 check. f5. Bishop f3 idea. So knight to d2 needs to get played. Bishop f3, they missed it. Poor guy. Yeah, he needs to go knight to d2 and everything's guarded. All right. Keep trucking forward here, guys. d4, knight to f6, d5, c5, knight c6, bishop g4, e6, bishop takes on c5, castles. Let's go rook c8 here. e4 is the idea. Bishop f5. Bishop takes, queen check. Doesn't quite work. Let's go queen b6 here. Pawn to e3. And rook f to d8. c4. Knight there. Bishop g6. Pawn takes. Bishop back to f8. Knight to e4, threatening here. And let's go bishop back to d6. Rook rook f8. Queen c7. Oh, I missed a free pawn there. Bishop there. He'll trade off. No, he won't. Let's go queen here. Knight takes c6 is just winning. Rook back. Queen g5. Queen f5. Interesting. Knight to d2. Knight takes f3 idea. Check. Takes. Okay. Queen check. Bishop e4. Queen g4 check. Check. e5. Queen check here. Let's go rook here. Okay. Queen g4 check. d4. Pawn takes. Rook takes. I lost on time. Check. And then I could take the pawn on c6. There's some chances there, but the time is really just too low. All right, here we go. e4. Let's take that centaur. d4. Let's go ahead and get to play the Monte Carlo. We attack the French. Bishop. Oh, pawn to c5 here. Pawn takes on b6. Let's castle. Pawn takes on b6. Pawn to a4 here, trying to stop the expansion ideas. Rook e1. Pawn c4. Bishop c2. Knight e5 is next. We'd love to be able to kick these guys away. Bishop f4, just defending on e5. Queen f3. I'm not sure if they were planning on f6 or not. Knight takes d5, I think it's just winning a pawn. Yeah, no f6 idea here. Queen back to f3. And let's go rook over to c1. Knight takes c4 ideas. Pawn takes. Bishop takes. Unprotected rook. Oh, and he's getting checkmated too. Queen check and then mate. Oof, good game. Good game. The final move missed. What's the name of that clip? Knight f6, g6, bishop g7. Let's castle. c5, pawn takes. d5, the double fianchetto. h6 here. Let's go king h7, guarding on h6. Bishop f5, threatening knight to e4 idea. Let's go rook c8 here. Rook takes on c6. e6 here. Threatening to go e4 here. Not a bad idea. We'll go pawn takes, bishop back to g6. Queen takes over here, threatening d4 ideas. So d5, we could take an isolated pawn here. Rook takes c3. Queen takes. Queen checks. Ending with the fork here, winning back my material. Let's go rook to d8. And then bishop takes. b6. King over. I'll play f6 at some point. Bishop f5. h5. This rook is trapped. Interesting. G4. Let's go A6. King here. King here. Now I've guarded this guy. Rook H8. H4. Rook takes. Rook check. King there. I lost. I missed the idea. I mean, I saw it too late. Too late. Check. Check. Takes. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm embarrassed of that game. Here we go. Knight F3, Knight F6, G6, Bishop G7. Bishop just takes. They don't want their bishop. Don't ask me why. D5, Knight C6, Bishop back. F6, E5 plan. 2 pawns in the center. Let's go H6 here because I want to play Bishop E6. E4 here. Bishop D7, pawn takes. King H7, F2 is now weak. We don't want trades if we don't need them. Let's go Queen F6 here, threatening on F2. Also on B2. Let's go Queen E7 here. Pawn takes. Okay. Dang it. Rook to D8. Bishop F5. Rook to C8 idea. And E3 ideas. Just drop the knight there. Queen E7. Bishop E5, stopping this idea of Rook C7. Pawn to D4. Let's keep making some good ideas over here. E3, pawn takes. Yeah, they can't do that. Queen G5, Queen G3. Bishop D4 is winning in a lot of these lines. Rook to D2. Checkmating ideas. Shoes. H5. Queen takes now. Rook takes. Double the rooks. Pawn takes. Bishop C2. Bishop takes. Queen F4. Rook over. Rook over. Got you. Woo. Converted. Converted. Even on our own. Come on. Bring it on. There we go. We got a Grandmaster. 3000. D4. F3. We're playing our line of the fantasy. Queen E2. Knight D2. E5. Now Knight to E4. Pawn takes. Knight takes C5, just winning a good pawn. A little too fast there, I'm sure, for them. Okay, pawn takes on F6 is good. Let's just castle right here. Now we have a new weakness. Bishop takes, Knight to E5 here. Making more weaknesses. Rook just takes here. Bishop takes. How did I lose a piece? How did I lose a piece? Tricky GMs. Tricky GMs. Bishop F3. Dang it. I can't believe I got tricked. Okay. Knight takes E5. Knight B4. Knight C6. Knight takes A7. Knight C6. Knight B4. Bishop E2. Check. Knight D5. Trying to get to E3, but he's not letting me. H3. Knight back to B4. Knight takes. Rook over. Bishop B1. Oh, I missed that it was a check. Dang it. Good game. Good game. Good game. Oh my gosh. Missed the final one. E4, D5. I was losing anyways. That's the only reason why I took. I was like, I gotta, even if, gotta go for it. Bishop B5. Scandinavian. what's it called? Scandinavian gambit. Bishop takes in check. Bishop d2, a3. Bishop just takes. Rook e1, rook e5 idea. Queen just takes here. Perfect. And then we'll play the bishop to d2, pawn to b3, pawn to c4. And now a4 here. Rook over to b1. Rook b2. Double the rooks. We're trying to take on a5 now, so they got to defend. Bishop c3 here, defending everything. They were threatening to take on a4 over there. Awesome. Here comes the pawns. Probably gonna sacrifice now. Dang it. Dang it. Good game. Ah. Can't believe I dropped that. Hello. Hello. Alright, Steve again. Here we go. Knight to f6. d5. Looks like everyone's playing the Jababa London these days. e6, c5. Bishop takes. They usually wait a few moves before they do that. Alright, takes. Castles. Then they go for e4. Pawn just takes. Knight just takes. Queen just takes. Why not? The opponent's faster than me, so they'll just be looking for trades here to win on time. Okay. Rook e8, I guess. Let's go king here. They could just take on c6 now. Oh, they're not doing that. Rook c8, rook takes c6. g6, f5. King e7. Rook takes. Okay, rook to d8. Okay. King d6. This is not so bad for me now. Check. I will take here. I think the endgame is just winning here. g4. Bishop there. King back. King here. Do I just take the draw here? I just don't think I'm fast enough to win. I definitely think I'm winning better there, but I'll just lose on time, unfortunately. g6. The path forward is not clear to me, I'll say. Knight to f6. Castles. h6, king h7, stopping this idea. e6, d5, threatening to win a piece. Pawn takes, d5. Pawn takes. Bishop back to b3 is good. Let's go bishop d7, just losing a pawn. Bishop e6. Knight to d4. Let's go... I don't know. What do we play here? I don't know. Knight e4? Is this a move? Takes. Okay. Bishop just takes. Let's go knight to e5 here. So much. I miss my wife. Oh, knight to d3, of course. Look at this great knight. And I win a piece here? I think so. Okay. Bishop. Actually, pawn to f5 here. Gonna hold on to this pawn, which holds on to the knight. Alright, king there. It's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown, bring me way too far. I'm not the man you think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Alright, rook takes on f3. He's probably going to get checkmated now. Defending everything and all these guys too. King g2. Knight check. Rook takes. Queen takes. Rook to d2. Oh, hey Lily, how's it going? Another nice dwarf? Let's do it. Knight takes d4, knight to c3, Sicilian time over here. Bishop g5, bishop c4, queen to e2. Let's go ahead and castle. Bishop back, pawn to e3, stopping this idea. King b1, f3, h6 she usually plays. Let's go h4, h5, h6, bishop c1. We'll play pawn takes here, keeping the knights here. e5 here, f4. Beautiful, beautiful pawns here. g4, g5 is the next plan. Knight takes on e4, g5. Pawn takes g6 or h6 here. Let's go g6 here. h6, I guess. Pawn takes g7 here. Just trying to open up this king. Bishop check here. I guess we'll take the exchange. Alright. Bishop takes. Rook h7. Threatening this bishop over here. Queen on e3. Threatening queen h6 check to get into the game. Man, you think I am at home? Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Queen h6. Queen takes g6. Bishop e4 check should get played. Okay. Queen takes g6. She just unfortunately missed that. Oh gosh. Rook g1. Queen takes. Oh, it's in check. Dude, Lily is kicking my butt. Ugh. Good game. Good game, Lily. Good game. Resign. Ugh. Just getting crushed. Usually my attacks are a little bit faster, but I don't know. Maybe just not feeling the chest today. All right, e4. Let's take that centaur. d4. There we go. We got a carry over here. Knight to f3. Bishop c4. Oops. Interesting pre-move I have there. Let's go ahead and castle. Queen to e1. Bishop g5. Here we got a pin. Knight to d2. Pawn takes on d4. King to h1. Knight to h4 threatening. Not to take, actually. We're going to go knight to f5 here. If they do take, we don't want to mess up our pawn structure. They take on h2, then they have problems with that. e5 here, perfect. We could just play queen to d2 here, I think. Yeah, queen to d2. The bishop is guarding. The next threat would be to play knight to e4. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Knight takes. g7, threatening the rook. Okay, knight takes. And then let's play knight to f3 and keep the attack going. Knight takes g5, queen takes g5. And now let's go rook f3, queen to g4. Double the rooks. Okay. The new threat's rook f7 check. Okay. a3. Bishop d3. Rook takes f8's the new idea. So bishop f5 here. Okay. Bishop e4. Bishop f5. Bishop e4. Rook f7 check. Still the idea. Rook takes f8, sorry. Queen check. Check, and then mate. Oh my gosh, yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you! Woo! Here we go. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny. Oh my gosh, that was a nice combination at the end. Here we go. e4, c5, g6, Grand Prix, h5, stopping h4, knight c6, d6, knight to f6 here. Let's play bishop g4 here, threatening to take over here. They don't like that. Bishop back to e6 here. We'll take castles. And a6 here, I guess. This is a little annoying. I don't know what I'm supposed to play here. e6? No, that doesn't do anything. Let's go knight e5 and put pressure on the pawn. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take. I really don't like that move. f4, knight back to f6, f5, knight back to e5, so that defends that a little bit. Knight to g4. Pawn takes. King h7's coming in the future. But the problem is like, when the bishop moves away, knight g5 check is now being a threat. And you have to be careful because they'll just sacrifice here just to win there. Alright, bishop f6, knight g5 check, king over here, check, winning the queen, and losing. Oh! Hey, the baby! How's it going, dude? Thanks for joining. Oh, now you get to see that others pick on me. This is why I say I'm a baby master. A baby master! They're picking on me, buddy. They're picking on me. Here we go, d4, knight to f6, e6, c5. Modern Benoni. Oh, never mind. We're now transposing now into a Sicilian over here. Bishop e7. Let's castle. Pawn to d6. Bishop takes on f6. Bishop back to e7. Knight to d7. Rook b8 next move. So we could play b6 here. Ooh, interesting. I guess we'll play d5 here, actually. Close the diagonal. All right, here we go. Knight to f6. Interesting. Pawn takes, I guess. Rook to d8. Bishop takes. Threatening to win the knight here. Pins and wins. Is that the idea? So e5 would just wins then here, right? Bishop takes. Queen takes. And again, we'll just take on d3 here. So we should just be winning a pawn. Bishop g4 next. I guess I'll play queen e7 here. Oh, what am I thinking? Yeah, just bishop g4 here. We'll take on d4 and just trade off pieces here. It's not a big deal. Yeah, queen takes. Rook takes. Gosh, all I did there was successfully lose time on the clock. King over. King over. Where does this knight go? Knight here. It's going to c6. Knight e5, knight c6. c6. If he takes, then b4 becomes weak. Alright, knight to d5. f5 now loses. King over, pawn takes. Okay. b5 there. Rook takes b6. The goal is to now get a draw. Knight takes b6 is the best way for them to play, I think. Maybe he'll blunder. Nope. Rook takes g3. Rook a3. King up. Pawn takes. Winning endgame, but we'll lose on time. These guys are way too fast. Good game, good game. Yeah, I have to either win on the board and convert fast because I will just get flagged. Whew, okay, let's keep it going, guys. Not too bad, not too bad at all. I'm happy with my play. Mike the Sailor Man, he lives in a place. All right, here we go. Knight to f3, h3. We got the Monte Carlo. c5, bishop to d3. He's getting ready to sacrifice on h3. Ooh, let's do it. Castles, pawn takes. Oh, rook e1. Let's go bishop b5. Come on, if I can play it. Bishop b5, threatening knight to e5. Either way, knight to e5. If he wants to sacrifice his queen, he could do that. We'll just take on g4 now. Knight takes. And let's see if he falls for it. Check. Rook takes on e6, queen takes on g4. If the king had gone to b8, then he would have lost the piece there. Queen to e2, queen g6, pawn to f3, stopping checkmate on g2. Bishop to d2, rook over to e1 is the new threat. Queen takes e6 ideas. Let's go bishop to d3. Is this an idea? I'm trying to kick the queen away so I can win on e6 here. f4, attacking the rook now, not allowing the doubling of the rooks. Let's go rook f1, I guess. Rook f3. They can check here. Okay. Oh, did I get checkmated? Oh! Oh, good job, Mike. Good job. Dang it, I wasn't able to finish out the attack. Good job, Mike. All right, here we go. E4. Another Caro. Let's take on E4. Bishop to E3. Knight to C3. Pawn to E5. F4. Knight to F3. Bishop to D3. Knight to E2. Pawn to C3. Castles. This is a pawn structure I love to play. Knight B4 sometimes gets played. Rook C1, not about attacking. It's really just about bringing the bishop back. All right, let's build up our kingside attack. King over, B3, stopping the knight to C4. Rook to G1. And then G4, F5 is the plan here, guys. Knight H4, F5 is coming. Bishop takes. No free tempos here. The really nice ideas in the future is going to hit him sacrificing on E5 and opening up the diagonal. Here we play pawn F6. And now we look for the way to open up. It's H7 is the weakness. Bishop goes to B1. Knight C2 doesn't do anything. So here we go. Queen H3. Knight F3. Knight to G5. This is the winning plan here. And we're going to force another weakness here on the king side. Oh, thank you, Blue Devil. Thank you. If he takes on B3 here, I'm going to take back just because the pawn taking over here is annoying. All right, see, again, this doesn't do anything. Knight to G5. Knight back, but now we have the new weakness here. And here, bishop takes G5, queen H6, and checkmate on G7. A standard idea about just controlling more space on the king side. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Keep it moving forward. Here we go. Knight F6, E6, my arch nemesis. C5, we're going for a modern Benoni. G6, bishop G7, castles. Knight to D7 here, my gambit line. He's played bishop takes, he's played knight takes. I think here, let's play knight to B6 here, I guess this time, just attacking on D5. So rook takes on C8, we're threatening this pawn. Knight to H5 now, knight to H5. And now knight to C4, so we win the pawn back, but we have compensation. Okay, let's go knight back, queen E7, rook F to D8, threatening to take on E4. He missed it, played too fast. He's playing too fast. Knight to D5, C3, E2, D4 check. Can't move because the rook. He's in problems. The Benoni has struck again. Knight E3, doesn't do anything. Let's go knight takes C3. Okay. Queen to E3, threatening rook to D2. Okay. Bishops, yeah, okay, I was gonna say that's another move. Just double the rooks, I guess. Bishop takes, hoping that he'll play queen or rook to E1, which I think is incorrect. Rook E1 I think was incorrect, because I just go queen F2 here, and I think I'm just better. Okay. Queen F2. No. Dang it, do I really not have anything here? And I'm gonna lose on time. Wow, okay, I lost on time. Ugh, good position. Spent too much time thinking on it. Here we go, E4, let's take that centaur. Knight to F3, the elephant gambit, knight C3, knight takes, D4, knight to E5, knight takes C6, bishop C4. Let's get ready to castle. All right, here we go. Pawn to F3, rook, queen takes or rook. We'll go rook takes, and then bishop to D3, queen to H5 is bad for me because now of these double threats. H3 is the only move I could see because bishop G4 was the big threat. Bishop G4. Okay. They want to go there. Let's go queen F1, bishop D5, rook F5 now. Pawn to C3. Bishop to F4. Let's go bishop F4 here. Bishop takes on D6. The real threat was bishop there. So bishop takes. They could take and check. But then queen F2. Rook takes. Okay, B3. After all that, did they win a pawn or something? All right, bishop B4. Bishop takes. Bishop B4. Bishop back. Pawn takes this way. Okay, let's watch our pawns. Rook a7. Rook e2 is the next threat to take on e6. So let's double the rooks. And then he'll play bishop c4 there. Nope. Bishop takes. Rook here. h4. Just gonna lose on time. Dang it. g3. Yeah. Might be a draw if you play this correctly. And yeah, I have to win the d4 pawn, and then it's a 3000. Here we go, guys. Knight to f6, e6. Let's keep going for it. c5. Let's play too aggressive. a6, queen c7, attacking on c4. Let's take the free pawn and see what happens here. All right, knight c6, attacking. Let's go pawn takes, d5, queen b4, jumping out the way. That's the weakness. Bishop to d7 now. Okay, knight. Okay, queen back to b8. Okay. Bishop takes, loses. So let's go bishop to d6. Queen to c7. Okay, let's castle real quick. Pawn takes, pawn takes. Okay, let's just take here on e4. Pawn takes. Queen d4 is a very strong move here. I think it just wins a piece. e5. I have to take. Bishop h3 attacking the rook. Rook over to d8. Queen takes ideas. Trapping my bishop, or he's trying to, f5. 96 ideas are in the air. King over. Queen to f7. Bishop takes. Doesn't work for me. Oh man, rook takes. Queen to d7. Check. Loses. Good game. Oof. My gosh, good game. Oh my gosh, these 3000s are no joke. 3000s are no joke. Good game, Sergey. 15 minutes left, guys. 2 hours in. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. Living to the music. Oh, Here we go. E4. Let's take that centaur. Oh, another 3000. F3. Here we go. Aw, man. I was hoping for a regular Carol Can't. Queen to d2. They already know what's up. I'm going for the attack. Let's go ahead and castle queenside. Pawn takes here. Bishop there. Knight to f3. Knight g5 losing a piece here. They missed it. Awesome. Bishop h6 won a piece. These weak 3000s, I'm telling you. d5. Trying to open up the game here. A pawn takes or pawn takes. So pawn takes here. Pawn takes here. Bishop c4 is bad. Rook to g1. Okay. Queen g5. Guess bishop e2. Okay, queen g3. Rook over here, f4 is the idea. Let's go queen f2, queen e1, h4. Okay. Dang it, how did that work? a3, bishop c4, check, the knight just takes, so he did that. Rook g1, f4. Bishop takes. Bishop takes queen e1, guarding checkmate. And that works beautifully. Rook takes d3. Rook takes g6, I guess. Rook check. Ugh. Wow. Beautiful chess as usual. Beautiful chess as usual. My God, guys. Why are all these masters picking on me? Hey, hey. Here we go. E4. Let's take that centaur. Another 2700. E5. D4. Pawn takes. C4. Knight to C3. H3. Knight to F3. Bishop E2. Bishop to E3. Alekhine's defense. Usually we just get a very strong center here. E4 is a decent move for him. And then we'll play the knight to D2 here to take on E4. Oh, they stopped that plan. So knight to B3. They should try to prepare this, and they did. Queen to D2, I think, is the move because it stops at 4. Rook F8, maybe they'll play. Again, the idea is to threaten there. Bishop G5, kicking him off the diagonal. And let's go Rook E1. F4 and H6 are good moves here. Knight takes. Bishop's trapped here, but not so bad for me. Bishop h4, g5, knight takes d6, c5. Let's go knight takes c8, bishop to d3, bishop takes on g5, pawn to d5. Dang it. Knight to d4 loses. Bishop to f1, g3, we're just guarding. h4, I'm actually having a decent position now. Queen c2, knight takes. Okay, queen e4, double attack on these guys. So I just won my piece back. Theoretically better, but that's not going to mean much when you lose on time. Rook there, pawn takes, 95. King there. Oof, good game. Dang it. Too weak, too slow. Too weak, too slow. Here we go. Knight f3, knight f6, g6. Oh, hey, come on. They got a little move order trick there. Pawn takes. We'll go knight to d7. e6 is really good here. Pawn takes. I guess we'll go knight to f6 here. No, that loses right away. e5 traps the queen. So annoying. We'll just have to lose a rook here. Just have to lose a rook. King f7. Rook b8. e5 is the new idea. Knight takes. Bishop takes. Oh my gosh. What opening was... Oh, I just missed a move in the opening, right? Yeah, I was like, why did I get such a bad position? But I missed a move in the opening. Okay, knight c5. Okay, takes. Knight here. Bishop f5. He'll play bishop d3 to trade. Nope, bishop e4. Okay, bishop g2. Bishop takes. Knight to f5. Knight to f7. Takes. Bishop here, king here. Okay, knight check. Bishop takes. Check. Doesn't do anything. Knight back. Knight's trapped. Bishop takes. a5. That I cannot defend. King takes. Rook e6 wins. Bishop f5. Okay. King over. g5. Probably rook move. Yeah. Oh, God. Drop my bishop. Well, I mean, it's not like that's what made the position lose, you know? I know. Just when you think you're the smart guy, someone just comes over and just like, I'm smarter. g6, bishop g7, knight c6, d6. Pawn takes on d4, knight to f6. Castles over here, a6, h6, king h7, and e5 here. Pawn takes, knight takes, bishop e6 here. Rook over to c8, we'll play b5 here pretty soon. Queen takes, rook f to d8. Rook takes, and then queen e7, guarding. Come and get your love. Okay. Interesting move. Queen c7 here, I guess. Queen e7. I guess bishop just takes here. Gosh darn it. Rook c2. Queen e2. Rook takes b2. The hope is to try to get bishop d4. If bishop d4 gets in, this is really good for me. Dang it. They take in check. God, dang it. Every freaking move, dude. Everything's guarded before I even get there. h5. Bishop d4 now. Queen f4. Bishop b6. I'm gonna have to allow him to take in check. Check. And there's no check here. Queen takes and then everything. But I spent too much time to find the bad moves. Too much time. Queen f4 check. There. Checkmate. Ugh. Good game. Oh, man. There we go. Knight to f6, d5, c5, takes, knight c6, pawn takes on c6, e6, c6, bishop e7, let's castle, pawn to d4, we'll take this knight, why not? Bishop takes over here, pawn takes over here, bishop takes over here, bishop to e6, attacking the rook, queen to c7, defending the pawn, rook b8, and then we can go c5 here, next move. Then bishop b7 here, they're threatening checkmate f5. Trying not to lose a tempo. Bishop b7 here. Rook takes. Rook's a little bit misplaced there. Queen takes was a much better move there, I think. Okay. Rook to d6. Double the rooks. Check. h6. Okay. King h7. Let's go queen f7, attacking the rook. g6. Is the rook just trapped? Takes queen g7. King back. If we could trade rooks here, this should be easy. Play pawn takes this way. Alright, let's trade the rooks. And hopefully everything should be check until we mate. Check. Check. Queen check. I'm trying to win the queen. Ugh, okay, queen e4. We'll just trade down to the endgame. Okay, rook f2. a3. Ah, crap. Check. Queen c7. And then queen d7 checkmate. Ugh. Ugh, okay. So stressed out. So stressed out. Here we go. It's Dimitri. e4. Take the centaur. d6. It's a French time again. Monte Carlo. Isolate pawn. Let's hopefully we can generate an attack. h3. Bishop takes on c4. Knight to f3. Rook there. Bishop there. We'll just castle here. Knight takes d4 for an equal game. Usually he takes on c3 here because he wants some kind of weakness, and I don't blame him. Bishop back to b3. This is okay for me. He doesn't want to take the free pawn. Funny enough. Rook c1. There. Rook e1. I guess he wants to go knight c4 here. Let's go bishop f4. Okay. Queen to d2. Okay. Bishop g5 for a pin this way. Queen f4 next, maybe? So I assume he's going to go like queen b6 or something, or what? This pin's a little bit annoying. Okay. Queen f4, knight g6. Knight to d3, even better. Queen to h4, just dropping a full piece here. And he'll definitely do the full piece drop. Because he does not like my pieces. Queen here. Okay, queen c7. Queen takes. Bishop e7. Am I just getting like checkmated in these games? Oh, I just get checkmated there. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm more upset about blundering the piece earlier. What's this? Halloween Gambit, why not? d4, e5, bishop c4, queen to f3, bishop back to d3. Let's go ahead and castle here. Let's go queen e2, f4, f5 idea. Knight to h6 will probably get played. Or it's the only good move here. f4, f5 threat, so bishop g4 will get played first, but now I have h3. And I have f5 here, so kind of made a mistake there. f5. And now h3 next move. f6. Attacking here. Pawn takes. Queen takes. I should have added the check-in first, you say? Bishop e6. h3, I guess. Queen to g5. Okay, let's add in bishop f4 real quick. Take this guy instead of this guy. Rook takes, because this comes with threat of rook e7. Queen g7, attacking the rook, winning there. g3 next move. Queen takes h5, idea. Knight a4, b6, c5, idea. Okay, queen e5 now. Knight b6. Queen checkmates. Wow! Halloween Gambit! Awesome. Awesome! Oh my gosh. Clip it. Here we go. Uh-oh, it's this guy again. The other streamer. G6, pawn takes. Knight to F6, knight to C6, D6. Awesome. Bishop G7, let's castle. A6, E5 is not a threat because knight G4 and then takes. They stopped that idea. Let's go knight G4, knight E5. Trades are good for me. Trades are good. Little threat. Bishop G4 doesn't really work here though because F3 just gets played. We'll play Bishop E6 hoping that he misses and takes on B7. He does not miss it. Bishop takes there. Rook to C8. C4 ideas. B3 is good. Okay, so this is also decent. Let's go knight C4 here. E6 here. And I guess the knight goes to E3 to trade off. A5. Queen to C7 here. Rook F to D8. The knight goes there. Queen to B8. If Queen C6, knight E7, 1. He may play Bishop A7 there. I guess knight to E5 here. D5 ideas. Yeah, he just wants to bother me. That's okay. Rook to D7. Now he takes. Now I take. Now he takes. Now I take. Okay. Rook takes B3. Let's go H5 here. I'm kind of worried about some of these ideas. Yeah, for instance, something like that. Okay, knight G4. Knight to D6 probably. Knight to F6. E4 is a little bit weak there. Knight D6 is a nice move. We'll take. Queen B8 attacking the pawn. Let's go queen takes here. Bishop takes. The hope is that it'll go like queen F2 and I'll check and take this rook. That was the hope. Rook C2 check looks really strong. Maybe mating. Check. Nope, it's not mating. Check. Check. Queen G3 though, and then I'm lost on time. Oh, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Oh, let's go. There we go. C5, H6, G6, F6, E6, D6, Queen takes, D6, A6, pawn takes, King D7, knight takes, and I don't know, Bishop D7, Bishop C8, knight to E7, knight to F5, knight to G7. Why am I playing like this? Oh, that's why. It doesn't matter. The tournament ends in 17 seconds. So I just like to have fun and play around a little bit. Good games. Yeah, at this point, it's just, it doesn't matter. Like you could just wait on the clock if you're smart enough, at least. And I like to think my opponents are smart enough just to do that. All right, guys, as you guys could probably guess, I am spent. I just played 2 hours. I didn't get to play against Naka, but it was fun. Oh my gosh, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I'll be here on Saturdays doing this, and of course, Monday through Friday on TikTok. I'm working on it to where I can get my OBS set up for like all the all the platforms, but it's been a little bit hard for me. But thanks, guys, so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, the Blue Devil. Oh, Big Daddy Kills is here. I haven't seen you in a long time. And Daniel's here, right? So yeah, thanks, guys. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna go lay down for a little bit with my wife. Laters. Enjoy your Saturday.